early on, as we started growing pretty rapidly, right? More and more and more people, especially when they're coming from bigger companies or whatever, they're like, well, what about your benefits, right? Like, tell me about your 401k matching, right? And, like finally at a certain point, I was like, all right, let's look into this, right? Like, let me start researching 401ks. And I had always, I knew about 401ks from the employee standpoint, right? Like my wife works for a big company in America here, right? Fortune 500. They have a fantastic matching program, right? So Steve, you were at a big company. I'm sure they had a matching program, right?
Right.
Well, I was thinking about matching, right? I was like, and like all the 401k like software providers out there, they're like, oh, how much do you as the employer want to match, right? And I was like, this matching concept, like it really only benefits the people that can contribute,
Right. Yeah.
right? Like, what about my employee that I just bought this car for that needs every single penny because she's got life happening, right? Like, I can offer it, I can match, but if she can't contribute, then it's worth nothing to her,
Exactly.
right? And so, what we actually did, like I this is another like culture thing is, I said, I'm not going to do a match. I'm just going to do what's called a non-elective contribution. So regardless of if our employees match or contribute to their, sorry, not match, but contribute to their 401ks or not, we as a company are investing in their retirement, in their future, right? So we contribute 3% of everything they make every single pay period, regardless of if they match or not, right? And that was something that's, I'm proud to say that's what we do, right? Like, and it wasn't easy, right? Like, this is not standard. So like the 401k provider was like, you want to do what? and, and they're like, okay, let's see how we, so that they actually had to paper it up differently, right?
Yeah.
Like they had involved their lawyers to like paper it up and be like, this company wants to give their employees money, even if this is so weird, right? And it's something where, fundamentally from a principle standpoint, I just thought it was extremely unfair that 401k matching programs that most American companies, do or partake in really benefits their employees that can contribute.
Right.
And not, just in general, right? So that's something that we've done, and for a small company, like that's, technically that's a 3% extra, expense per se for every headcount, right? And we did that, and do people come join us specifically for that? No, but it is something that really helps, set the culture with our company, right? Yeah.
Well, it
So,
could definitely make a difference as well because that 3% can grow over time, and
oh yeah,
in the right
I'm
investment.
looking at our 401k thingy. Granted, we have a lot of employees now, but like, I mean, we have employees that have easily over 20 grand in,
That's awesome.
in less than like 2-3 years,
Right.
right? And I mean, it's only gonna keep growing, right? Especially through the pandemic. I mean, especially the ones that have listed like, I want to be in equities, right?
Yeah.
Stocks, right?
Right.
Like their portfolios have done pretty well.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is a fantastic and very unique approach. That's what I love about small business ownership is we don't follow any rules. We make up our own
Yeah.
rules. And so when you had to go to the 401k company as your administrator, and they're like, well, that doesn't exist. We got to write that up. And they had to get back with you.
Yeah.
It's awesome that you were able to push on them and get creative about how you were going to structure your benefits in that way.